Good evening, everyone. Welcome to After Hours with William O'Neill India. My name is Rajashekhar Kongari, Equity Research Analyst. In this podcast, we'll be discussing about how the Nifty played out during the week and in the today's session. Before we go ahead into this podcast, I like to state the disclaimer. Whatever stocks we discuss in this podcast are intended only for educational purpose, should not be taken as an investment advice. This is a Nifty's intraday movement chart taken from MSI web page. This is a 10-minute candle chart. To get more details about how the Nifty moved during the intraday, that is today. This is the yesterday's action. Yesterday was a weekly expiry and Nifty traded in highly volatile fashion, as you have seen. Today, Nifty started with a gap down opening. You can see in the last 6 to 7 weeks, the Nifty closed higher, which was a strong positive sign. However, today's session was slightly of profit booking session, we can say. Nifty started with a gap down opening, and in the first half, it continued to make a lows, and by 12 p.m. around that time, Nifty made a low near 18,640 levels. However, in the second half, Nifty tried to find good some buying, and it paid some of its losses, and it closed almost near 18,700 levels. So overall, if you look at the Nifty's daily chart, you'll get more clear picture. In the last, you can see 8 to 9 sessions, I think Nifty closed in the green, and it continued to make a new all-time highs in the last 4 trading sessions. Today, I can see Nifty closed on the lower end, and this is the first time after around approximately 9 trading sessions. This is the first occurrence of negative day on the Nifty index. So overall, on the view wise, the view is very intact on the upward trend. This is not a major correction which happened today. We can consider today's session as a more or less profit booking after this much rally, around almost 600, 700 points. We can expect this kind of small corrections happening in the market. Coming to O'Neill perspective, we are still in confirmed uptrend. Once we are in confirmed uptrend, it's very important to track weakness in the market as well, because we never know when the market is going to top out. Distribution days help us to identify the top. Almost it will be available. It will be capturing not the exact top, but it will give a view that market is about to top out from here. So that is a reason we give more importance to distribution days when the market is in confirmed uptrend. Currently, distribution day count is at 1, which is not a major sign of cautiousness. If the count increases to 3 or 4 and Nifty breaches its 21 DMA or 50 DMA, by then we'll be changing the market status to under pressure. Until then, we'll be very aggressive while adding stocks to model portfolio. By aggressive, it doesn't mean that we'll be adding majority of the stocks. We'll be looking out only for strong, fundamentally strong companies which are giving very strong technical buy points for additions. In this kind of markets, we'll be seeing lots of breakouts happening on day-to-day basis. So definitely, you will get an additional alerts from us as well. Today also, we have added a stock during the last half an hour period. Coming to the volume front, in the last 10 to 12 sessions, Nifty's volume dried up until Wednesday. But the Wednesdays and Thursdays volume was very good. It was above average, which was a very good sign. Today's volume bar is not updated in this chart. It will take some time to get updated. But overall volumes have also increased, which is a positive sign. And Nifty making a new high on lower volumes would be definitely a negative sign. But currently volumes have also come into the market, so definitely the view will stay intact in the upward direction. Coming to today's action again, top gainers from the Nifty 50 index are a few pharma companies. Apollo Hospitals closed 1.9% almost, and Dr. Reddy's major pharmaceutical company has closed more than 1% higher. Other companies which closed the top five gainers are Tech Mahindra closing 1.1% higher, Tata Steel and Grasim Industries closing almost 1% higher. On the decliners front, you can see clearly it is skewed towards the auto companies which have come up the numbers for the month of November. Eicher Motors, even though it came up with good set of numbers, Hero Motorcorp also came up with good growth in the motorcycle sales. However, the market reacted negatively towards it. Eicher Motors closed 3% lower. Hero Motorcorp 2%. M&M, another major manufacturer of vehicles, has closed 2% lower. Another two top losers among Nifty 50 are FMCG companies, Hindustan Unilever and Tata Consumer, closing 1.6 to 2.2% lower. Coming to the sectoral view, we have included both today's action as well as the weekly action. Today being Friday, so it's important to track weekly action as well. First, talking about today's action, it was a mixed action. If you on the sectoral front, you can see a majority of them have declined. Autos, as discussed earlier, Hero Motorcorp, M&M, Eicher closing and being the top five decliners. Auto index definitely was a top loser today with a 1.1% of a loss, followed by financial services, FMCGs, again because of Hindustan Unilever, Tata Consumer. Private banks have also closed 0.3% lower, Nifty IT closing 0.2% lower. On the gainers front, we have Nifty Media closing 1.2% higher, and Nifty PSU Bank Realty Metals have also closed in the higher end. For the weekly action, you can see all the sectoral indices have closed in the green, which is a positive sign because this week we have seen lots of breakouts happening across the sectors. So it's no brainer that major all the sectors are closing in the green. Nifty trading at all-time highs. Nifty Bank, major index which has the highest weightage, also closing near all-time highs. Sensex, another major benchmark index, making new all-time highs. So definitely these indices are also participating in the current rally. Coming to the major gainers for the weekly are the Nifty Media and Nifty Realty closing 4.2% higher, followed by Nifty Metals closing 3.7% higher. Some of the stocks which are in news and which were in volatile fashion today are Amar Raja Batteries signed up a memorandum of understanding with the Telangana government to set up manufacturing facilities, including R&D facilities as well for manufacturing lithium-ion batteries. As part of this memorandum, the company is planning to invest over 9,500 crores of rupees in the next 10 years. This is upon receiving necessary approvals, which the company believes will be received in the next few days. HDFC Bank and PNB, that is Punjab National Bank, have raised capital. HDFC Bank specifically raised more than almost 50,000 crores of rupees, whereas Punjab National Bank raised 4,000 rupees, 4,000 crores of rupees by issuing bonds. Ashoka Buildcon, a leading company in the roads infrastructure space, has received a project from National Highway Authority of India. The project is worth around 1,660 crores of rupees. For the chart of the day, we picked Apollo APL Apollo Tubes. Disclaimer is that this is the stock we have added in market hours today because we have liked the story. You can see the earnings profile of this company has been very good and very consistent. It has been very, the growth rates have been in the higher double digits, sometimes triple digits as well, showing the strong growth characteristics of the company. Followed by technical parameters. Price strength is slightly lower, but you can see the RS line is trading higher. Again, a positive sign. Accumulation distribution rating, ATM minus, indicates a strong accumulation for this stock. This is because most of the bars which are above average are blue bars, that is stock closing in the higher. Another major important aspect which we look in any stock is that sponsorship for the stock among by the institutional investors. In the last 4 quarters, you can see that the company has received good investments from the institutional investors. Again, a positive sign. Overall, both on techno fundamental front, the stock was looking good. So that is the reason we have added. And the stock is still trading in its ideal buy zone, that is a blue highlighted area. If you are looking for any fresh additions to your portfolio, definitely you can consider this stock. And we'll also be updating about the stop losses and what are the weaknesses. If the stock exhibits any weakness, we'll definitely communicate to the subscribers here about when to exit or whether to hold on to this stock in the coming trading sessions. Thanks for joining today's after us. Have a happy weekend.